thank all of you for joining us on tonight's 2013 Vision webinar, and I'll welcome you to the year of the social commerce revolution. We have well over 20,000 of you joining from your homes, offices, and many we've heard have found locations to do parties while watching this on big screen, and we couldn't be more enthused than we are right now to be with all of you tonight. You know, we're finding out right now that literally thousands upon thousands upon thousands of people are trying to get in simultaneously into this webinar, and we are excited. It is a pent-up excitement that we've been experiencing throughout the day getting ready for tonight. You know, 2013 will be the year where social sharing will become seen as the most effective form of advertising. A year where individuals will be the one who benefit financially from making a company and its products move successfully to the market. In 2013, Solavei will lead this revolution. The thousands of you who are on this call, this webinar tonight, will be leading the charge. And we'll see tens of millions of dollars paid to Solavei members this year for sharing Solavei with their friends, their family, and their connections. So, how did this revolution start? It started with a vision to see millions of people's lives positively impacted. A mission to make commerce less expensive and even profitable for our members. What does that mean? Think of Costco and what they did to create one of the largest buying centers in the world. They took the collective buying power of millions of people, their members, to drive down prices from suppliers and then pass those savings on to their members. Solavei is doing the exact same thing, but not just providing commerce less expensive, but rather going one step further by shifting the millions of dollars of advertising to our members for sharing Solavei, thus making it profitable. We truly believe that Solavei is the first company to fully leverage the social graph to create mutually beneficial, recurring, person-to-person economic relationships. Solavei today is leveraging four key trends and the consumer behaviors associated with them to create a multi-billion-dollar opportunity. The economy is today worse condition than it's been since the Great Depression, with 50% of the U.S. population making less than $35,000 a year. Social media has connected billions of people in a natural sharing environment. Our mobile phones have become an absolute necessity in our lives, and the industry of direct sales has become a $110 billion industry because it provides an opportunity for individuals to earn from sharing products with people that they like and they trust. A recent survey showed that 93% of people are more likely to buy a good and service if recommended by a friend versus a print, television, or radio ad. Now, as you look at these trends, you can see that there's companies that have created multi-billion-dollar values based on just one of the individual trends. The economy, as an example, Groupon. What did they leverage? What behavior, consumer behavior did they leverage? Savings. People wanted to save. The challenge that Groupon has had is the high acquisition costs of small and medium businesses. Social media, Facebook, I could put Twitter in there. Billions of people wanting to be connected today. The behavior is people wanting a natural connecting and sharing environment. The challenge Facebook has had, Twitter has had, is individually monetizing each of their users. Mobile, AT&T, what is the behavior that's being driven? Communication. People want to talk to each other. What is the challenge they've had? Extremely high network infrastructure costs, prohibiting them from being truly competitive in pricing. You look at direct sales, a company, multi-billion-dollar company like Avon. What is the consumer behavior that they're actually driving? They're driving the behavior of someone wanting to earn additional income by sharing with people they know. What is the challenge? If somebody has a choice between their electric bill and a good or service, a lotion or a pill, they're going to choose their electric bill every single time to get paid. Also, an individual is having to make a continued recurring sale, having to sell it over and over and over again. It's not natural. Solavei has taken those four behaviors and used them as the basis for creating patented technology and built them into Solavei's social commerce platform, which enables our members to pay less for goods and services. on products that our members use every single day. It's already a share of their wallet. And our members are able to engage in community, a natural sharing and connected environment. Also, our members have an opportunity to earn income based on sharing the things they like and use every single day. Living a wireless life has become who we are. It's one of the largest and fastest growing industries in the world and affects every one of us. Over 6.5 billion mobile connections in the world. This year in the United States, there's over 330 million mobile connections. The average household has 2.1 cell phones, and each person's paying on average of $71 for their monthly phone bill. Over a $160 billion industry. And then, we as a company have seen that mobile phones have become everything to us. And that's one of the reasons why Solavei's first social commerce offering was and is mobile. The mobile phone creates an economic and communication conduit with all of our members, each one of you that are on this call. Also, the expense of our mobile phone has become the primary item, one of the primary items in our household budget. We knew by partnering with one of the leading mobile operators in the U.S., T-Mobile, that we could provide high-quality mobile service for our members and do it at a price that's only $49 per month for unlimited voice, text, and data on a nationwide 4G network, making it cost less than what our members have been paying before. And then, by building our social commerce platform on top of the social graph and plugged into the social networking companies like Facebook, like Twitter, like YouTube, and others, we could create an environment where our members are directly connected naturally with their friends and their families. What do you typically do when you find something that you like that's a good value? You share it. We make it easy through our platform to share Solavei and great mobile service for $49 a month, unlimited voice, text, and data. And instead of paying millions of dollars on a retail location and advertising, we pay you, our members, making our members the ones who pay less for their mobile service and profit for sharing this great mobile service with others. Now, this is something that you're not going to find with AT&T, Verizon, or Sprint. Solavei and our social commerce platform has now created one of the fastest growing mobile service providers in history. We launched live across the United States just about 4 months ago on September 21st. And since that very first month, in just that 4 months' time, growing to over 120,000 members across the United States. Not been done before. But more importantly than the number of members that we have is that we're now fulfilling the vision of this company and seeing tens of thousands of lives positively impacted. We've now paid out almost $4 million to thousands of our members across the United States. From individuals getting their mobile service for free to individuals earning enough to pay their mortgage payments, all because they said yes to having Solavei's mobile service and sharing it with others. You know, it's the stories that we hear daily here that makes us, at Solavei, want to do everything that we can to see us hit our goal of paying over $1 billion to our members for sharing Solavei with others. Now, I thought you would like to hear a few of the thousands of stories that are being shared here to us at the company on a daily basis. Let's step and let's see if all of you find these stories as impactful as they have been to me, they are to you.
I used to pay $233 every month for our cell phones. Now it's free and Solavei pays me enough to pay my mortgage.
I share Solavei so that we can give more to our charity of choice, Show Hope, which helps orphans all over the world.
Antes pagaba $90 mensuales por mi servicio mensual. Ahora con Solavei solamente pago $49 y me queda dinero extra para pagar otras deudas.
I used to pay about $250 to $280 a month for 2 lines with Verizon cell phone service. And now that money goes to savings, just savings to enjoy life and breathe a little bit easier.
Since joining Solavei, I'm able to pay for my daughter's internship in London.
Antes yo pagaba $90 al mes por mi servicio de celular. Ahora con Solavei solamente pago $49, lo que me da suficiente dinero para pagar gasolina y otros gastos de mis vehículos.
Since I've been sharing Solavei with others, I've been able to earn enough income to pay off my car.
Y la razón que a mí me encanta hablar de Solavei es porque ellos nos ahorramos tanto dinero que podemos pagar a una persona que limpie nuestra casa y yo puedo tener mucho más tiempo con mis niños cada mes.
I used to pay $150 a month for my phone bill. I now only pay $49, which saves me money for my car insurance.
And I share Solavei because my wife and I were paying almost $200 a month with AT&T for the last 11 years. It cut our bill in half, and because of that, we get to enjoy date nights on a weekly basis by paying cash with our Solavei Visa card.
Since joining Solavei, not only have we gotten rid of our $300+ phone bill, but we've also been able to help several of our family members. My grandfather, for example, was on Social Security, and we've been able to help him actually double his income since joining Solavei.
Since I've started sharing Solavei, I have been able to pay down my student loans completely.
Since we've been telling people about Solavei, not only do we no longer have a cell phone bill, but we're able to spend money without having to think about every little penny. And this year for Christmas, Solavei paid for the entire Christmas. No budget. It was a great Christmas.
We're going to make sure that we post the original video as well as this video that actually shares with you some of the incredible stories of members that they have sent in from across the country that I know you're going to be impacted by seeing them. We'll post them on YouTube so you can see them tomorrow. But again, to underscore what this is about people. This is about individuals seeing their groceries being paid for, all because they said yes to a mobile service provider. The hundreds and hundreds of stories we heard, things that you probably saw on Facebook where members saying, my Solavei pay card paid for our Christmas, or my Solavei pay card paid for our electric bill. It's not about money, it's about what money can do. And I love hearing the stories of our members, the great things that have happening to them by being a part of Solavei today. Why is this so important and effective for us to have launched Solavei into the social environment? Because it creates a loud voice for our brand and vast exposure to millions of people. If you think about why large brands spend billions of dollars on advertising, they're not trying to create an immediate conversion on sale of that product to the consumer. Rather, they're trying to create a mental imprint so that the next time you're wanting to buy, you buy their brand. It's like when you watch a great commercial from Goodyear. It leaves a mental imprint so the next time you go to buy tires and is presented with Michelin or Goodyear, you put Goodyear. By Solavei being embedded and our social commerce platform being embedded into the social graph, and you sharing Solavei as you've been on Facebook and Twitter and all the other social networks, you are creating millions upon millions of mental imprints of great mobile service and a company that pays you for sharing it, and an opportunity that is positively affecting families' lives across this country. So when someone is looking for a mobile service for a better value, or somebody who's wanting to benefit financially based on doing what they're naturally doing every day, they'll ask you for Solavei. How loud is your voice? J.D. Powers, as many of you know, is one of the most reputable companies in the United States that actually monitors what customers are saying about the largest brands. Well, they also monitor the leading mobile operators across the country. And the number of impressions that brands have across online and the social networks in just the last 4 months, Solavei has had almost 400 million impressions across online. And in just the last month, we surpassed all of the mobile operators in impressions. To think, you did that during the largest promotion and advertising season in mobile, Christmas time. To say that you're amazing is an understatement. Intensify the sharing you're doing across social. And just imagine how loud and how many mental imprints we'll have when we have 1 million members. Now what else? J.D. Powers also monitors the net positive sentiment rating of what everyone is saying about mobile services brands. And Solavei is doing something that has not been seen. We have a 95% net positive sentiment rating compared to the largest of the big four mobile operators. This is because of what you're saying about Solavei. This is because of the experience that our members are having with incredible mobile service and being involved with a company that is setting a new path and creating a new industry, which we call social commerce. In 2012, we launched Solavei. And in a very short time, we've had monumental growth, where we've broken records. We've set major milestones, and even moved an entire industry into a place of new thinking. We attracted hundreds of the very best employees from industry-leading companies in technology, telecommunications, banking, e-commerce, and retail. We developed industry-leading technology to become the engine for us in the social commerce revolution. We attracted well over 100,000 members in just 4 months. Now, as great as our achievements have been over the last few months, we believe that 2013 will mark the beginning of reinforcing our foundation and our vision. We didn't start Solavei to be a company led by the conversation of SIM cards and activation and mobile phones. We started this company to be about people and a vision to make life better for many. The bigger vision of Solavei was and is to start a social commerce revolution where people are the driving force of change, powered by everyday relationships. Now, 2013, we will focus our full attention and our time to reinforce the bigger picture and the bigger purpose for what Solavei was birthed for. You are the revolution. And in 2013, you will begin to see what that means. All of you have been the reason that this company was birthed. And here at Solavei, you will be celebrated. You will be recognized, and you will be rewarded. We want your voice to be the driving force of change in America and soon to be the world. Solavei is going to provide you the microphone, and you will be the voice. Yes, Solavei provides leading mobile services for $49 a month unlimited. But Solavei is not about just being a mobile service company and 1900 band expansion and device and speeds and coverage, but rather it's about doing things different. It's about moving the billions of dollars of advertising by mass media to the greatest form of advertising we know today. People. You are Solavei members. It's time we see what that means and how lives will be affected positively by being a part of that change. In 2013, Solavei's social commerce platform will fully begin to be unveiled into the market. You're every day using your mobile phone. An economic relationship has been established. You've shared Solavei with others, and some of you that have 3, 10, 100. Some of you have thousands of members already into your networks, where it's when we introduce our next good and service, and everyone begins using it, because it's something that they and you use every day, that you'll immediately see an immediate economic benefit because your network begin using it. It costs less, and you're going to get paid. Your decision to have Solavei as your mobile service provider could have been one of the greatest decisions of your life. We want our members to experience the power of the social commerce platform that we created. So launching in Q2 of this year will be Solavei Retail. What does that mean? That means where you go out and you're doing what you do every day, shopping for goods and services, taking the very pay card that you have that is being deposited on every 2 weeks because you happen to share Solavei's mobile service with others. And every 2 weeks, another deposit is happening directly into your Solavei Visa pay card, but the money's already there. So you go to the very places, the hundreds and hundreds of stores, service providers, like you always do. Except Solavei will have had created a relationship with them, whereby those companies want Solavei members. Remember the example I gave of Costco, what they were able to do by driving costs down because of the millions of members that they have. The very same thing here. The relationship of the largest brands in the United States wanting to work with Solavei. And in Q2, Now, when you go shop there, not only are you able to get great value, but those brands paying Solavei 2 to 12% every dollar that you buy, being paid back to Solavei, of which 50 cents of every single dollar of gross profit will be paid back to you, the members of Solavei. So, the question is, how big will your network be by Q2, where everyone and everything that they do daily has the potential to benefit you and your family's lives? So, we built our social commerce platform to be agnostic to currency, geography, and language. So what that means is that we can deploy Solavei and our mobile service offering to other regions around the world. The same network deal that we did with T-Mobile is the same network deal we can do with some of the largest mobile operators around the world. Our only limitation is people. And every one of us knows on this phone, on this webinar, someone somewhere else around the world. In 2013, we began expanding globally, beginning with one of the most connected continents in the world, Europe. In Q2, we will begin the phased expansion and launch our very first country, and it's one that's connected to the world. 1 month prior to launch, we will notify all of you so that you can start building and start creating a wave of momentum in that country unlike anything they've seen before. Many of you who are with us tonight saw what happened when just several weeks before we launched Puerto Rico, a wave of momentum happened across that country where thousands of people, in just that very first weekend, wanted to become a part of Solavei. And now thousands of people across Puerto Rico are. Now just imagine the hundreds of thousands of members that we'll have when we launch into the next country, where you will, all of us will, create a wave of momentum socially, physically, in that environment where individuals wanting to be a part of Solavei. Now, we'll notify you so you can start building, and we will create that wave of momentum. For those of you who qualified for Social Networker and above, you're going to be invited to be a part of our European launch team, to be with us for the launch events. I can't wait to be with all of you then. Now, to align all of our activities, the expansion of the social commerce platform into the goods and services categories, and expansion into the global markets, and provide rapid acceleration of Solavei members networks beginning today, will define the current Fast Action bonus as the U.S. Mobile Service Fab. And beginning today, the Fast Action bonus for all new social members will be changing to $50 for each trio, up to 4 trios within their first 60 days. Now, this doesn't affect any of our current social members currently in their fab period. You're going to be paid on all your previous fab structure that you get to know. We are preparing everything inside of Solavei for massive growth. It is my pleasure at this point to introduce you to someone who has become not just a great friend, but someone who I've come to respect as one of the great minds of mobile. Many of you come to know Jim Ryan, our head of products, as a friend through the community. But across the industry and technology, telecommunications, Jim is known as an innovator. Individual that prior to Solavei, he had spent decades in telecommunications. At AT&T, he grew their mobile data services business from a couple $100 million in annual revenues into what is now over an $8 billion a year revenue business, being one of the ones responsible for doing the iPhone deal with Steve Jobs with AT&T. My great pleasure to introduce you to our head of products, Jim Ryan. Jim.
Thanks, Ryan. Hello, Solavei. Well, it is exciting. We thought it was exciting when we delivered the world's largest webinar last time. Now here we are again, and we tried to do it with video this time. Lesson learned on that one. Well, hopefully all of you are getting this. These right now are becoming the real relevant chunks right now, so hopefully you're hearing loud and clear out there across the country. Some exciting news Ryan just shared about our product expansion, about our geographic expansion, and the good news is that we've built this platform to support all of that. Well, let me take you down through a couple of things here. First off, just want to give you a quick update on the network, on the mobile network that we built upon. You know, we made a decision to go with T-Mobile here when we launched our business, and it's really proven to be a really smart move on what we did and the partner that we chose. They continue to invest heavily in their network, continue to expand their coverage and their footprint, and they also have made great progress in refarming their network and moving it to a 3G and 4G network that all those millions of AT&T customers and iPhone users who would love to cut their phone bill in half would love to come to Solavei and benefit. They're up to 46 metropolitan areas now. 46 metropolitan areas that can actually get great 3 and 4G service on Solavei. Markets like, see if you heard of any of these little towns. New York, Los Angeles, Boston, Chicago, Dallas, San Francisco, Miami, Seattle, Atlanta, Las Vegas, just to name a few. We're up to 125 million people in this country get 3 and 4G coverage from Solavei in those markets. Comprende? So we have millions and millions of people out there who own phones today who can get great rockin' mobile service from Solavei. So you guys should be excited about that. I know I'm excited about that. We got a lot of great content coming your way, a lot of great programs focused on, now that they've reformed the network, let's go reform AT&T's customer base. Next. Now let's talk a little bit about some of the stuff that we're doing here to make improvements. Like Ryan was talking about, this is all about you. It's all about putting the member in the center. When we started this business, all this was on purpose. We had to get this thing started. We were building a whole new concept, a whole new idea, a whole new platform around social commerce. And we had to start the fire with the kindling of mobile. And if you see, what we did at the end of last year is we focused on mobile service. We delivered free mobile service. We competed right out there head-to-head, the largest mobile providers on the planet who spend more money on advertising than anyone else in the world, and they spend most of that around Christmas. And we went out and competed head-to-head for them. As Ryan has already showed you, we had a greater share of voice in the social environment. That is amazing. Now, we're in the new year. Now we're really going to get to work on building what we intended to build here as a social commerce platform and network. It's all about you. What you're seeing here right now is a redesign of our marketing website that's going to go live tonight. We are putting you in the center of the frame. You're going to see the member stories there. You're going to see us much better and simply highlight the opportunity of Solavei and what it means to become part of a social commerce network. And we've done a lot to kind of simplify the overall service message. When people go in here, my objective in redesigning this was within 5 minutes. Someone coming to the site who've never heard of Solavei before should know what we're about, should know what we're doing, and should be excited to join and be pressing the enroll button. So this is going to make it a lot easier for you folks to be getting new enrollees, and it's going to get you excited about pointing people into this new site and service. And even beyond that, just to complete you even more into the frame, we're going to be adding real-time member content. So you know you've been getting those notifications and starting to post them in the feed and starting to post them in Facebook. We're going to have on a real-time basis the ability to post them now right into the website. Right there you got Ricky Bobby is congratulating his buddy for coming in. Shake and bake. It's going to be happening in real time. It's going to be showing people what it's all about to be part of a social commerce network. Now, it's also all about sharing. It's about being able to now get this concept and then give you the tools you need to go spread the word. This social commerce platform, the whole key to this platform is being able to very simply go out and spread the word. We've been doing a lot of work on our outreach manager, a lot of work to go and build the capabilities within that platform to allow you to easily go and share. Now what we're going to be doing is lighten it up with great content, lighten it up with those member stories, lighten it up with all the details around all those new markets that people can use their iPhones in, lighten it up with all the great stuff that really will motivate people to come and want to find out more and come and become Solavei members and to continue to build your networks. We encourage you to go in, use Outreach Manager, use the tools we're providing, continue to message in the feed, continue to talk about how we improve it. We are going to continue to work every day to make this better and better and better. Speaking of iPhone, mobile. We're all about mobile. Now, you know you've had the Android out there. You know you've been able to download that. And for those of you who've bought phones from us, you've gotten that app embedded on your phone. Now, also that app is available on a browse basis. And you know what's great about that? You see these little pictures right here that you're looking at right now? What phones are those? Those are iPhones. And I didn't just gin that up. That's actually the way it looks on an iPhone. So we've now built the whole mobile experience to be optimized on the iPhone. You just go directly to mymobile.solavei.com on your iPhone. You bookmark that right on your page right there on your iPhone screen and rock and roll. You're communicating and you're using the My Solavei experience on your iPhone. But you say, Jim, there's still something more. What about that new iPhone? Well, guess what? Bam! Coming in March, we will now have the Nanos. So you will be able to get your iPhone 5, $49, unlimited voice, text, and data on a rockin' 4G network. Are you kidding me? Where do I get some of that? Rock and roll!
Jim, thank you. To say that Jim is full of enthusiasm, energy, and a bit over the top, yes, it is an understatement. But that is someone I love coming into the office every single day and high-fiving, and there's been a lot of high-fiving going on around here with everything that's happening across the country. Jim, thank you so much for that. You know, 2013 is the year that we begin to recognize you. Our objective is that we this year will recognize your achievements like never before. We will celebrate your key milestones of accomplishment, and I want us to party, and I think Jim knows how to kick off a party for doing that like no other company is doing. You are the ones that this is all about. Tonight, I'd like to recognize two individuals that in a very short period of time has impacted thousands of lives across the country, positively affecting them, and they have achieved some of our highest ranks of compensation. First, let me recognize Jose and Svetlana Miranda from Tulsa, Oklahoma, who as of today have become Social Networkers 3, a part of our Social Directors 3, a part of our compensation plan, where they're now making thousands of dollars monthly for sharing Solavei with others. Jose, are you on the phone?
Yes, sir, I'm here. Can you hear me?
I can, and Jose, I just want to tell you, congratulations on you obtaining Social Director 3 today before the webinar began, and I couldn't be more excited and more honored that you're a part of this company and to have you and Svetlana here. Please go ahead.
Brian, we are so thankful and grateful for not only you, but what Solavei has done for our family. We give glory to our Lord and Savior, Jesus Christ, for bringing this gift of Solavei to us. You know, all of you that may not know me, yes, we're Jose Miranda and Svetlana, and we are in full-time ministry here in Tulsa, Oklahoma. You know, Svetlana and I couldn't be more excited to be part of Solavei, because when we originally got involved, it was because of the $49 unlimited voice service that, you know, would save us literally like $2,000 a year. That for us was, you know, money that we could use for school, for diapers, for different things in our lives. We also knew that we had a lot of friends and family that could benefit from the same services and savings that we had. So we started sharing with the close friends and family that we have around us, and you know, and sharing suddenly became our mobile service was free. Within 30 days, we hit the 1K club, and we started making over $1,000 a month, which to us, it was just huge. And now that we've reached Associate Director 3, we're earning more, Ryan, than we've ever made. And now we can give more to bless other people. It has allowed us to pay off, Svetlana's student loans, car loans. We'll give more to our church, which is a huge desire why we love Solavei. And that means a lot to us. This is the reason why Solavei has become so dear to us and so special, because we're able to help other people and see them, not only get out of debt, but see their lives change forever. So, Ryan, Solavei, thank you so much for giving us this opportunity. We're so thankful. Back to you.
Jose, again, congratulations, and please give my best tonight to Svetlana. Well, it's my great pleasure to introduce to you this next individual who really everyone across the United States that's a part of Solavei has come to know her by voice and know her by her leadership. Because in just a very short period of time, and really less than about 4.5 months, her network has grown to over 40,000 people across the country with just tremendous momentum being built every single day. I couldn't be prouder of her, and I couldn't be more enthused and honored to have her with this company. And something tonight that all of us have an opportunity to do, and I know this is going to be a bit of a surprise, but tonight we all get to collectively congratulate Stacy and welcome her and congratulate her for becoming our very first social executive in Solavei. As of today, she has hit the ranks of Social Executive 2. Stacy, I'm proud of you. She happens to be sitting here in the room, and tonight there is a group of people bringing in a lot of purple and orange roses, chocolate-covered strawberries, and a big celebration for her becoming our very first social executive in the company, and we're so proud of you, Stacy. With that, she's a little filled with tears right now because of the efforts that she's put in, and Stacy, again, congratulations.
Wow. Well, first up, I want to say how grateful that I am. You guys, I'm surrounded by chocolate-covered strawberries. What more could a girl ask for? I am so grateful for Solavei, for this incredible network of over 120,000 people that are passionately building not a mobile carrier, not just a company. We're building a revolution that has the potential to change people's lives drastically. Solavei has changed my life drastically. We were paying over $400 a month for our mobile services, and today, because of the money we're making, obviously, we will never have a cell phone bill again that's not being paid by that Purple Pay card. We started off with just 12 really great people that went out and got 12 people. We started with a strategy that we just believed that relationships really could make the difference. And those 12 people going out and getting 12 helped me become a thousandaire in my first 30 days. But we didn't stop there. We continued on with a mentality, a trio a week mentality. We just kept saying, everybody, let's have a trio a week mentality. Touch 3 people every week. Share with them. They need to save money right now. They need the social commerce revolution. And personally, over the last few months, I've personally brought in over 100 direct people into Solavei, continuing today even, thinking, did I get my 3 people this week? You know, I use a phone like everybody else. I live in the social commerce revolution. Now hearing tonight that even shopping is going to benefit our family, that's a great thing that my husband's going to love. I always tell him I'm saving him money. Now I really would. I live socially on Facebook and Twitter. I am social. And I talk to people every day. I believe in what we're doing. And 90 days after our launch, to be able to look at a network that grew just in that short period of time to over 30, now 40,000 people, and to say, you know, I don't like to talk about the money, but I think it's important for you to know that, you know, I'm making over $20,000 a month. That is life-changing. I don't care who you are. I spent 25 years in direct sales and as a senior vice president of a major corporation, as an entrepreneur. just like everyone else, dreaming of that company that would come along that we really could see go viral. It's not what it's done for me right now, but it's what I'm seeing happen in the lives of so many others. You know, those are the original 12 people. Every one of them are making over $1,000 a month, some $2,000, $5,000, even over $10,000 a month. You hear Jose Miranda, a minister, hear that his life has been changed. For us, it's all because of this social commerce revolution and where we're headed. We use our phones, we share with others, we're doing what we already do every day, and it's creating a ripple effect in the lives of others. You know, it started with me, in my life, now it's affecting my world. I want you to think about that right now. First, it starts with me, getting free mobile service. Think about how many people you know right now that would change their life. Well, how does it change your life? Imagine what an extra $1,000 a month would mean to you and your family. And that's why we want to encourage you to join the 1K Club. Become a thousandaire with Solavei. Sure, it's exciting to have your mobile service paid every month, but to make an extra $1,000 a month for most people, that would change their world. But it goes beyond just me and my life, and it really does. Social commerce revolution gives me an opportunity to reach my world. By helping others join the 1K Club, we begin to create that ripple effect of change in the lives of others. Tonight, you're hearing about something called the 1K Challenge. The 1K Challenge is where we take that same ripple effect concept, me, my life, my world, and we begin to create thousandaires across the nation, and eventually now we hear the world, me. Your first goal needs to be to get free mobile service. If you're listening in for the first time, enroll today and make it your first goal to get free mobile service by simply enrolling 9 people, or what we call 3 trios, in Solavei, and earn that free mobile service. Well, my life, what does that mean? Well, my life is when you become a thousandaire and you join the 1K Club. Become a thousandaire earning more than $1,000 per month by sharing Solavei mobile service with others. To qualify for the 1K Club, you must reach the rank of Social Connector 3. And 1K Club members, you're going to receive special recognition and rewards from this day forward. Well, then it leaves my world, the ultimate challenge. You know, one of the things that's exciting, and you will always hear it in the leaders that escalate through the ranks of Solavei, it's not about how much they're making. It's about how much they're empowering others to make. You become a thousandaire with Solavei, then begin creating thousandaires in your direct enrollment. Well, now the 1K Challenge has created a strategy to reward people for focusing in on their teams, and when you create 12 thousandaires, you'll join the Legacy Circle of Achievement and experience exclusive awards, trips, and more. So tonight we are launching the 1K Challenge program. We want to see millions of thousandaires created across the world with Solavei. What are you going to receive with the 1K Challenge program? You're going to receive email coaching for 90 days, proven strategies that have been used by our top members. You're also going to get a challenge roadmap, a tutorial, and the ability to tap into an online community with other people who have committed to take the 1K Challenge. In addition, you're going to be resourced with inspiring stories and motivation to keep you going as you continue to develop your network. So I guess the question is, are you up for the challenge? Are you up for not only changing your life, but turning around and impacting the world around you? Well, go to My Solavei right now and commit to the 1K Challenge. Then, once you've made the commitment, get a trio this week. Make it a commitment. Just have that trio a week mentality. And then become a thousandaire, a Solavei thousandaire, and qualify for the Cruise to Thousandaire incentive trip, where we're going to be creating thousandaires all across the world.
Stacy, that was incredible. And again, congratulations. Thank you for being our very first social executive. And we'll always remember this day in January as that first day. You know, we look forward to seeing all of you on this webinar tonight, Become Thousandaires. In fact, that was one of the goals that I mentioned to the team here within our offices. I have a goal of seeing thousands upon thousands of thousandaires, and I believe tonight that every single person that is listening on this call, on this webinar, can be thousandaires in 2013. The system, the tools, and the process
is now in your hands. Tomorrow morning, you're going to see on my Solavei the 1K mark. All you have to do is click the opt-in button to take the 1K challenge. You're going to love what you see, and you're going to love what you're going to be getting on a weekly basis that you now become a 1K Club Challenge member. We look forward to seeing you there. I look forward to seeing you join already the hundreds of thousandaires we have across this country. Now, we're building the momentum across this country, and in 2013 is where we take it live. We will begin our events going live across the country this spring. We'll be hosting our very first 3 regionals, starting with Florida in April, Texas and California in May, building to our national conference, which will happen in Seattle in October. At these events, you're going to meet some of the nation's top performing members. You're going to hear stories of positive impact on members' lives. Those that are there that have received levels and achievements and rank will receive recognition and awards. You're going to learn how to become a thousandaire in less than 90 days and get key training on marketing strategies that are working for our top performing members. And for those of you who have attained the rank of thousandaire by that time, you're going to get a roadmap to social executive training specifically for those Solavei thousandaires. Now, we're excited about what is going to happen as we leave this webinar. And we're enthused. Many of you know that this week we're all getting on planes. Many of the leaders, over 100 people, getting on planes going to the beautiful island of Maui as we celebrate a lot of the achievements that's happened thus far. But we want to set a new foundation today. We want to create a new mark in the sand. And beginning today, we launch our 2013 Cruise to Thousandaire. A trip on the beautiful Royal Caribbean oasis of the seas, where you, each and every one of you, all you have to do is enroll 15 new members in your Personal Connection 1 network and have 30 new members enrolled in your PC2 level to receive the first package. For every additional 25 new members added to your PC2, you're going to cruise even with more style. This is going to be an exciting time together in the month of September. This will go between January 1, so those of you who have come on in just the course of the last couple of weeks, the things that you've already done are going to count toward your qualification. So between January 1st and May the 31st, it is going to be a push to create as many thousandaires as we can to make it to the 2013 cruise on the beautiful Royal Caribbean oasis of the seas. Well, it is time that we put the pedal to the metal. You know, 2013 is a time that we will impact a nation. We will begin to impact the world. It is time that we put, as Jim said earlier today, gas on the fire. And so to do that and to accelerate the momentum and to enable each and every one of you to not only get your mobile service for free by sharing Solavei with others, to not only have a path to becoming one of the 1K Club members and become one of our thousandaires, for those of you who want to have life-impacting results by being like Stacy and like Jose and like the many other great top-performing members we have where it's been literally life-altering financial impact. We're putting in your hands today no enrollment fee to come into Solavei. Starting today, Solavei will waive the $49 enrollment fee, which will significantly reduce the barrier for entry for Solavei membership, enabling all of our members to rapidly accelerate and grow their networks across this country. Our goal, our objective is millions of people's lives are positively impacted by coming and being a part of Solavei. By simply saying yes to getting your mobile service for $49 a month, unlimited text, data, voice, 4G nationwide, and your $9 SIM card. You're a part of, I believe, the greatest opportunity that has surfaced in the United States and now going to be taken throughout the world. We all have big goals in front of us. That all of you today, all of you that are on this webinar, have the opportunity to be the biggest benefactors of this opportunity. We will have 1 million members in Solavei. 2013 will be the march to 1 million members. We will create thousands upon thousands of thousandaires. We will have hundreds of thousands of individuals getting their mobile service for free. Hundreds of thousands of people being meaningfully and financially affected by what each of us are doing on this webinar tonight, sharing Solavei with others. We're forecasting to pay over $50 million to our members in 2013. And as we've all watched those in Congress trying to avert a financial cliff, we once again see how unstable and how weak the U.S. economy is. Solavei and our members this year are going to show that we have the answer for positive economic change. By putting a platform, by putting a company in the hands of individuals across this country and enabling them to benefit based on what they're already doing naturally every single day. Yes, I believe Solavei and our members this year will show that we have the answer. And yes, I do see the dream that I had in 2011 coming true, where thousands upon thousands of our members will be on the White House lawn being celebrated for creating a social commerce revolution. 2013 is our march to 1 million. We will do together what no company has ever done before. I couldn't be prouder to be locked arm in arm with each of you. Every day that I wake up, I feel one of the happiest, one of the proudest experiences that I've ever experienced before. And that is getting to be arm in arm, all focused on the same vision, affecting positively millions of people's lives. Thank you for being on this webinar tonight. I look forward to the great things that we're going to be doing together, and I look forward to seeing each and every one of you across this country this year. Have a great night.